You find all kinds of cool people here at GDC, including Canadians. Jason Canam is here from Household Games. They've got a game called Way of the Passive Fist, and it looks unlike anything I've seen before, except for Saturday mornings from about 2 decades ago.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're designing an arcade brawler,
Yeah.
which is in the style of my favorite arcade brawlers from like the 90s was the licensed arcade brawlers.
Yeah.
Your Turtles in Time, X-Men, The Simpsons. So we kind of created this cartoon universe, and now we're making the licensed arcade game that would go with this cartoon.
That's crazy. That's so awesome. Now, how did you get started on the process? You built the world and built some animation cells and then sort of applied it to a game? How did you get going on this?
The project started with a whole lot of world building. We kind of took it as an approach. We wanted to build out an entire world.
Yeah.
Like, let's make a completely working cartoon universe. Backstories for every character, motivations for every character, and it's like these characters really exist in this world.
That's amazing. So Cuphead, which is also, I think, being developed in Toronto, if I'm not
Very new,
mistaken,
yes.
right? They've got a 1930s animation style. You guys have a 1990s animation style. Are you worried about being in a similar kind of space?
Sure. Well, we are trying to kind of differentiate ourselves with our game mechanics.
Okay.
And just by the virtue of the game Way of the Passive Fist,
Yeah.
the game kind of explores new ideas of defensive fighting and kind of taking a passive approach to fighting. So we're trying to offer a really new, unique gameplay experience that like kind of isn't that filled with aggression.
Okay.
It kind of gets away from button mashing. It gets away from like really intense action. Instead, it's really like a focused Zen-like fighting that you have to engage in.
Oh my God! So what do you? So it's not just blasting on the B button to beat everybody up. You kind of dodge attacks and put up your sort of block hands or something. What do you do?
Well, the primary action the player can perform is a parry.
Okay.
So you watch for the incoming punches and you deflect them at the last minute. And the player character does this to store up energy in a mechanical bionic arm that they have to deliver like a one-punch knockout.
Okay.
So absorb your enemy's punches and then just like send it right back at them with one mighty blow.
Take us into the story a little bit. Describe it, because these are going to, although it looks retro, it's going to be all brand new stuff for us. So introduce your characters and your world.
Certainly. So it exists on this distant planet that it's a science fiction Western story
Okay.
on this distant planet that orbits very closely to a sun. So on this planet, exhaustion is deadly. Wearing yourself out is a death sentence. And that's why your character, the Wanderer of the Wasteland, is this calm character in the face of like desert raiders, sun worshippers, and maniacs. So they are the ones throwing out punches and going crazy, and your character calmly deflects, wears them down, and then just like knocks them over with a finger.
Household Games, it's kind of a literal meaning for you guys, right? Describe how you guys build this game, because you don't convene in a sort of a joint space.
That's right. Like, we're a very small independent team located in Southern Ontario,
Yeah.
and we're a team of everyone on the team is experts in their field. They're very experienced in game development, which is why we're making a high quality game. But yeah, everyone works from their own households. So this is kind of a game made in our household for your household. That's kind of how we think about it.
Is this your first game from the studio?
It is, yes. This is our debut title.
Awesome. And give me our viewers a sense of some of the other titles that you may have worked on, or some of the other concepts that they might be familiar with.
Oh, sure. So I have experience in indie game development. I was fortunate enough to work with a studio called Drinkbox Studios,
Great.
and I was a level designer on a game called Guacamelee, and was able to be like just a part of the team that worked on Severed as well.
Right.
And that's a world-class team that I was fortunate enough to be a part of for some time.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where I gained my experience to be able to make new games today.
Awesome. A bunch of Drinkbox people on the Household Games team now, or from other spaces?
From other spaces. Toronto especially has a really healthy and diverse indie game community.
Absolutely.
We've kind of drawn from that and come together as we kind of think of ourselves as like a small supergroup of independent developers.
Did you guys use an existing, tool set or engine, or is it Unity? Is it an Unreal Engine? How did you kind of build the nuts and bolts to make this thing move?
We're using actually a tool called Game Maker Studio.
Oh, wow.
Because it is a 2D game, because we're trying to capture that 90s arcade feel.
Yeah.
And for 2D games, it's worked really well for us, and it's kind of come together really well. We think it looks really good, and there's been a lot of really great games that have been released on that platform, like Hyper Light Drifter
Right.
is an indie game made on that platform that turned out quite well.
Yep.
And we're proving, along with them, that you can make really high-quality games with a tool set like that.
Cool. So it's coming to the PlayStation 4. That's already been unveiled.
Yes.
We're standing right right in front of Xbox.
Yes.
There's a lot of Xbox One owners out there want to know if it's going to be on their machine too.
Yes, we're announcing that we are bringing the game to Xbox One. We're really excited to bring that platform. As a gamer myself, I really want to make sure that anyone can play the game, so we're working on releasing it on as many platforms as we can. We are currently on Steam Greenlight, and don't worry, because we'll be bringing it out this year.
Okay.
And we're really excited for people to play it.
And Switch, there's now a whole new audience of Switch players out there.
We are really excited about the Switch, and we're going to be kind of testing the waters to see how that pans out in the near future.
See, that's how it works at GDC, is that we don't know yet. He's still cutting deals while he's going to leave this and he's going to go walk over. Nintendo's over there, and like the deal's going to get done right now, I think, right? So next time I see you, we might be playing it on the Switch.
I can't make any guarantees about anything until we can announce, but like, would love to. Like I said, we want to make sure everyone can play it. That's kind of one of the things we really want to do.
Well, I can't wait to play it. Jason,
Awesome.
nice to meet you.
Yes.
Good luck with the rest of your meetings here at GDC, and everybody look out for Way of the Passive Fist. Hey, thanks for checking out that video on our EPN channel. It's just one small part of the things that we make around here. So if you liked it, don't forget to check out some of our other vids and hit that subscribe button.